Even in the context of weeks of bad headlines, for Samsung this is not a good look. Owners of the Galaxy Note 7 being encouraged to swap their devices pre-flight at an airport booth. This, of course, is why recent cases documented online of $800 smartphones catching fire. Samsung withdrew the model to stop its brand, too, going up in smoke. But not before it had been badly scorched. After the initial recall, supposedly safe replacement phones also started to burn. This week, a class action for compensation was filed on behalf of hundreds of owners.
The exchange scheme is forcing consumers to choose only Samsung products, and those who choose to continue to use their Galaxy Note 7s aren't being fully compensated.
This multi-billion-dollar crisis happened on the watch of Samsung's third-generation vice chairman, Lee Jae-young, in effective charge of the group since his father suffered a heart attack 2 years ago. For Samsung watcher SHIM JEONG-TAEK, the company's attempt to act decisively meant it failed to diagnose the problem properly.
They are in the stage of launching the Lee Jae-yong leadership in earnest. I think the disaster happened because of Samsung's desire to show the global market they could manage the crisis with scale in a showy way.
It wouldn't be the first time. Under the iconoclastic leadership of Jae-yong's father, Lee Kun-hee, in 1995 workers destroyed piles of defective AnyCall models in an act of almost ritualistic atonement. Samsung has, of course, modernized itself in the intervening 20 years, but critics see it still as too reliant on family influence exerted through complicated cross-holdings of shares. One foreign shareholder fund wants further reform. The electronics firm split into an operating and a holding company. If there's a bright spot in all this, ironically it might be found in the relative failure of the exchange scheme. Only 15% of Note 7s at large in South Korea have been returned. To preserve that kind of brand loyalty, Samsung will need to ensure its next models aren't just high in quality, but also unimpeachably safe. Harry Fawcett, Al Jazeera, Seoul.